Hey everybody, what's up? My name is James Tao, and I'm sitting next to the University of Delaware's Air Force ROTC Cadet of the Year, Dennis Wilcuss. How you doing, Dennis?
Doing great today, James. We got some interesting topics for you on our first ever show. We're going to talk about LSU, Alabama, MLB free agent moves, and we're going to talk about our NFL division picks as we're already halfway through the season. We're going to tell you what's going to happen at the end of it.
What's that? Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs?
Alright, so Dennis, number 1 LSU versus number 2 Alabama. What is going to happen?
Well, I mean, it's going down to Bryant-Denny Stadium, so right away, I'm going to give a little bit of an advantage to Alabama. I think the big thing in this matchup is going to come down to turnovers. With two great defenses, we have the number 1 ranked Alabama defense against the number 3 LSU defenses. It's going to be a war down in the trenches. But I think it's going to come down to whatever quarterback does not mess up. Whatever quarterback's not going to be the Rex Grossman out there.
All I got to say is Alabama's number 1 defense, LSU's number 3 in most categories. That's about the same. I don't see any difference in there. Big difference, I got 2 of them on offense. Number 1, Trent Richardson. Straight monster. LSU does not have an equivalent. Number 2, Jarrett Lee has big time experience. Big games, comes out winning. Alabama, I don't know about the experience there. Alright, so final thing, who's going to win? And what's the score?
I have Alabama winning big at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
Big?
31-17.
Oh, snap.
Who do you have, James?
I don't know if it's going to be that big. We go Alabama 24, LSU 21.
And there we go.
Next up, we're going to talk about MLB free agency. Cardinals win the World Series. One of the best we've seen in our lifetimes, I would say. A lot of big free agents on the market. We got Pujols, Prince Fielder, CeCe just got a big deal. We got C.J. Wilson, probably the best pitching on a very slim market. And who else we got? We got Jose Reyes. Mets trying to sign him again. What do you think's going to happen? Let's start off with the Pujols.
The Pujols. I'm going to make a lot of Cardinals fans mad here. He's going to be wearing a red C next year. That's right, Theo Epstein's signing him. If he doesn't go to the Cubs, my second option might sound a little crazy, but they got the money and they know how to use it. That's the Washington Nationals. That's right. They signed Jason Worth to a big deal. Don't think they won't get Pujols for an outrageous contract.
Jason Worth goes for $100 million plus. In that rationale, how much is Pujols going to be worth to the Nationals?
We might see a huge A-Rod contract here.
Huge A-Rod contract? How many years? Like 10?
I would think the Nationals would be that stupid, yes.
Alright. I think Pujols stays. Slim market out there. Yankees, not going to happen. Boston, not going to happen. Cubs, I don't know. New management, new manager, new Theo. I don't know if they want to take the risk. And the Phillies, another big market team, again, set at first base. The Cardinals and Pujols are the most valuable to each other.
See, I think he's already proved enough with the Cardinals.
But why go switch your legacy? You taint your legacy moving to another team. Cardinal for life.
I think he's fine since he's already won 2 World Series.
Cardinal for life.
Cardinals fans are going to be fine with that.
Cardinal fans going to be mad salty. Cardinal fans going to be mad salty.
Well, let's move on to the next one then. Prince Fielder.
Prince Fielder. Alright. Prince Fielder, Milwaukee Brewers obviously cannot afford Prince Fielder anymore. He's going to have to go somewhere else.
Ryan Braun's their boy.
Ryan Braun's their boy. Fielder moving on. Fielder moving on. I actually think the Cubbies might go for Fielder rather than Pujols. Fielder much younger, a lot more durable, missed less than 10 games his whole career. Actually more durable than most people think. I guess he's like replacement level on defense. He's not below replacement level.
He's not that great.
He's okay. I mean, he's a big slugger, so that's what you expect out of him.
I mean, he's Ryan Howard.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to get huge money. Again, first baseman's market, not very good. How about you, Dennis?
Fielder, he's a tricky case. I'm going to give my personal opinion on Fielder. I feel like he is past his prime. He needs to lose some weight or he is going to fall down the hill. I feel like even though he is much younger than Pujols, they're on the same level as far as career goes. I feel like they're only going down from here, which makes it a bad sign for any team to pick him up. But I see Fielder, if the Cubs do not land Pujols, they're going to land Fielder. They're going to land one of those two guys. Theo Epstein wants to make a big splash here as he starts out as GM of the Cubs, and that's a perfect way to do it. He's already fired his manager, and I think he's going to make the big free agent splash.
How many years do you think he has in prime mode? Production, same production around now. How many years into the future?
I'm only giving him about 2 or 3 more years.
2 or 3 more years.
Of prime production where he's hitting 35, 40 homers, and then he's just going to go down. That average is going to fall first, and his defense is just atrocious. He's going to be a DH one day in the American League eventually.
So he's going to be Black A-Rod, is what you're trying to tell me.
Pretty much.
It's going to be Black A-Rod.
Black A-Rod. Speaking of A-Rod, the position he used to play, shortstop, where do you got Jose Reyes going?
Jose Reyes is interesting. Very interesting. The Mets, I think, really need Jose Reyes. It's their only big name that actually produces. All their other big names, not producing whatsoever. David Wright, Jason Bay, not cutting it. Santana's not cutting it. I think they need to keep Reyes, but I don't think Reyes wants to stay.
2 words. Red Sox. You've heard it here first. Jose Reyes will be a Red Sox next year. They have nothing at shortstop.
Marco Scudero. Marco Scudero,
exactly, is my point. They have nothing at shortstop. He will be going to the Boston Red Sox.
Alright, now let's start talking about some pitching. CC Sabathia, Yankees #1. Big $122 million extension for 5 more years. What is your thought on that, Dennis?
I think it's a smart move by the Yankees. They had to seal him up there. He was the only one that was actually consistently producing. He showed it in the playoffs. He's a good pitcher, and I think it's a smart move by the Yankees there. They needed to re-sign him, or they were in some trouble there with their starting pitching staff.
What about the ever-expanding...
Well, David Wells had a Hall of Fame career, so I think CC can do it with an ever-expanding gut. C.J. Wilson.
C.J. Wilson,
he's
Texas
now the
Rangers.
prime market guy.
Prime market guy. Very disappointed in his performance in the World Series. Not very good. Came in Game 7 to pinch, to relieve.
Bombed.
Not good. I don't think he's a top #1 guy. I think he's a #2 or a really, really good #3. Solid #2. I'll put him tops in the league as a #2 starter, but he's not a #1. I don't think he can go out there and win you the game when you need the game. But he's going to get paid like he's Halladay.
But we'll see.